Right, hello, hello. It's been a long time. Doing some plum syrup braised chicken today in attempts to use up some of the some of the plum syrup that I made from last year. That was a long time ago, but I haven't gone through it, so I thought I might as well try and make something that will use it up. I'll throw some eggs on the side so I can do a little braised egg situation. I'm just going to have that on the boil. So literally just got some chicken. This is my plum syrup from last year. I have this is when I can't actually get into this because it's sealed itself shut. Let's see. Oh no. Have I messed up? That's it, guys. That's the stream. Oh, I got it. I got it. Are we still? I mean, like, it's got much sugar and much vinegar in it, so it's good. So we need about a 1/4 cup of, well, actually I'm going to double the recipe because I've got a lot of chicken. So I'm going to do a 1/2 cup of syrup. Do I just pour? No. Don't be silly. That's going to end a disaster. I will be a responsible human being and scoop this. It's about just over 1/4 cup, so we need to do that again. Right, that's a 1/2 cup of that. That used up a good half of that, which is good. We want to get through this. If it's good, then I'll make this again, and then we can use up the rest. I actually have like another jar of this, but it's a spiced version, so I'll try and drink through that one. Gonna do some boiled eggs on the side so I can braise it later. But for now, we are gonna go in with the chicken. This is some what's it called? Chicken armpit, I suppose. It's like top of the wing. It's absolutely delicious. This is the only supermarket that I've seen that does this, and I love it so much. because it's like the best of both worlds, because it is like, it tastes exactly like chicken wings, but it's got no bones in it, which to me is absolute perfection. We have our boil on so I'm just gonna go in with our boiled eggs into some water. Just gonna go in gently so they don't break. Worst thing is like when you have boiled eggs and they like break mid-boil because they've gone in too hard. I'm just gonna go in very gently with these guys. Turn the timer on. We're gonna do, they're quite cold, so I'm gonna go 7 minutes on the eggs. So these guys can just hang out. Turn up the heat a little bit. Let that go. I'm just gonna drain this a little bit because they're a bit juicy. Put this up to the top. Playing a dangerous game here. I'm playing chicken with chicken. What's that? That's not a very good joke. Ooh. Just de-juice that for a minute. Just gonna salt and pepper this. Hello, welcome. I haven't produced the cheese yet, but I've got some extra mature cheddar that we have very legally not smuggled. It felt like smuggling. It felt illegal, but it's very much not. Cheese is allowed. I did not wash the chicken. I was just draining the juices off it. We've got some Pilgrim's Choice and Cathedral City extra mature cheddar. I'm gonna do that once the chicken's going though. Yeah, my chicken was looking a bit juicy, so I was draining that because I want to flour and salt and pepper this before it gets cooked. And obviously don't want super wet chicken for that. So we're just gonna go in with a bit of smoked salt in there. I'm just keeping an eye on my eggs because the last time I made boiled eggs, one of them cracked and it was an absolute carnage inside the pot. So I just want to make sure nothing goes askew there. I'm just going to salt and pepper these guys. Ooh, that sounds amazing. We had literally just come back from the UK 2 days ago, and I very much contemplated more cheese, but I restrained myself because I didn't want to end up with like too much soft cheese and stuff, because I was very much packing the cheese into like a coolie bag. I'm just trying to find my flour because they nowhere to be seen. I swear to God. I just tidied up my pantry as well. Oh no, here we go. Oh look, we have like the tiniest bit of flour left. Hello, Rizzo. Welcome, welcome. Long time no see. Just come back from the UK, so I'm just, yeah, just jet lagged as fuck. My brain is not with it at all, but we persevere. If I can survive today and go to sleep, I kind of lost a little bit already. I had to have a nap today because I was like, I could not stay up. So I had like a nap at like 3 o'clock today, and I was like, no. And I woke up like just mid task. So I'm just gonna flour my chicken so gets a little bit of a browning. Luckily for me, there's literally like only a tiny bit of flour left in here, so I'm just going to finish that off. Oh my goodness, calm down. My eggs are going crazy over there. I think it's good. Well, we did go to bed the second we got home. We got back on Tuesday, not Tuesday, oh my god, my days of the week are going now. Sunday evening, we got back and straight to bed for me. I slept fine the first night, which is why I'm so confused as to why I'm struggling so much today. Because, yeah, I slept fine the first night, and then last night was just absolute tragic. Like, woke up at like 3 a.m. and then could not get back to sleep, and then like felt so sleepy at like 7 o'clock, and I was like, I gotta get up now. Like, why am I sleepy at 7? And then yeah, and I've just been muscling through the day so far. So here I am. Let's get cooking. Yeah, so I have managed to bring back some cheese. The cheese heist was successful. Not that it was much of a heist, it's very legal to bring cheese to Japan, which is very strange. They have like a huge ban on like meat products, but dairy products are absolutely fine. I checked it. I was like Googling it, and it was like, it's very legal to bring back like dairy products from anywhere into Japan. So we set out on a mission. I took like a coolie bag. So like I have one of these like soft coolie bags, and this is like half of our suitcase. And took a big like 16-hour like camping ice thingaming with us over there. And then yeah, we successfully brought back like just over 1.5 kilos of cheese, so that was great. So I've got that cheese just in the fridge at the moment, which I need to cut up and put into the freezer, because as much as I love cheese, I'm not going to go through it in a time I should go through it. So I will freeze some, but I'll get the chicken going first and braising, and then I will start doing that. I'm just waiting for this oil to heat up. It's going very slowly. I don't know why. Yeah, so otherwise I am okay. I'm just very sleep deprived. So I'm hoping that will change sooner rather than later. Yeah. No, this couple of weeks have been absolutely bonkers, because so last week I was in the UK, and the week before that I was in Vietnam. Do I have a fryer? No, I do not. I have a induction stovetop thing. Right, let me just get these eggs off. Oh, calm down. Just get these eggs cooled down. Ah! Oh my god, I can't believe I just did that. Wow. Fully just water all over my bench. Wow, I really am quite sleep deprived. That's never happened before. Ah! Right. Turn that off for a sec while I sort my disaster out. Ah! And just water everywhere. Wow. I fully just like move the pan without moving the tap. Okay, let's do that again. See, like, this is very convenient that I can do this, but then, wow. Let me put some ice in there. Oh, I say that, I have no ice left. The last of the ice. I am clearly flagging big time. Let's get that going. Let the eggs hang out over there while I get the chicken cooking. Right. What is one of your favorite things to do? Boiling eggs. Just going in to ooh, that sounds delicious. So I am a bit terrified of deep frying stuff, to be fair. I deep fry stuff sometimes, but I don't do it very often because it scares the shit out of me. I like me and hot oil are not besties. Maybe I would be better if I had like a dedicated like frying appliance, but with this kind of a setup in a tiny kitchen, oil just gets everywhere. I hate to clean up. And it's like, I feel like you can only do so much frying. It's like, I can't see shit. Hold on. I usually have the camera angle so you can actually see what I'm doing, but here we go. We are just overcrowding the pan because I cannot be bothered doing anything properly today. Just gonna... It will fit. Try hard enough. It'll be fine. It's all being braised anyway. The browning is just for the color. Right. I did finish the top. Where is it? That is a good question. Here. It's gonna stay away from the spattering chicken oil. Look at that! Sparkly AF. It's literally a bra, but it might look much better once I put the top over it. But yeah, here she is in its full sparkly glory. We did well actually. For the lesson, there's only 5 confessions, mind you, so it wasn't much of a feat. But we came first and second. So husband came first, which is annoying. I mean, I know he's better than me, but you know, still, nothing like a good, healthy spousal rivalry. So that was really cool. So we did a 1-2, and then for ballroom, we were absolutely thrashed. We didn't even make it through the first round, which is unfortunate because I would have liked to dance a bit more, but you know, them's be the results. So that was on the 31st. That was the 31st of August. So that was the last thing we did before I headed off to Vietnam. So went back home. Well, I say home. Home is now Japan because my mum is here now. But we went back to my childhood home to do a bit of like sourcing of stuff. Right. We have, so I don't know if you guys were here, but this is some plum syrup that I made last year. I just haven't really consumed much of it because we just haven't had the chance to drink it. So I am using this as a braising liquid. So got half a cup of plum syrup. I've just topped it up to 2 cups of water, and then I'm gonna do 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, and that's gonna be a little braising liquid once the chicken has had a bit of color. So a pretty simple liquid. I literally just found this online because I was like, I don't want to have to drink all this plum syrup because there's a lot. I still got another jar full of it. So I was like, okay, I need recipes. I need savory recipes to use this up because I don't want to drink it all. So, a nice color on this chicken. It doesn't need to be cooked through because it's about to be braised anyway. So, in we go with our juices. And, oh, sorry for the loud noises. Just gonna get that all submerged, and then we're just gonna hang out for a bit. That's gonna keep going. Yeah, sweet and salty, that's how we like it. So yeah, we're gonna do that. Meanwhile, I'm going to peel my eggs. I'm not gonna put the eggs in like right at the start because I hate overcooked eggs. Do I not have like a smaller container to put this in? No, apparently not. I just want like a small... Where is... I swear to God, I'm missing all of my containers. Did I use it up here? I had like a perfect small container that would have been perfect for this. Has the husband hidden stuff from me in places I can't reach? What? Wait. Oh, the woes of not being able to see the cabinets. Where has it gone? Can't see. Anyway, let's get these eggs peeled. In here. Yeah, I know. They needed using. I'm actually genuinely baffled as to where my container's gone, because I have like a set of like glass Tupperware-y things, and the smallest size one is actually like the perfect size for 4 eggs, because I used to make like marinated eggs in them, and I've literally got 4 eggs that would be actually perfect for that. But where is okay, I just can't see. I'll just put it in here. I just need somewhere to hold. I don't know. I have no faith in it fitting in here, but it's gonna have to just hang out in there. Unless it's done. What? Am I sure it's not in the fridge? Oh, it is in the fridge. It was right in front of me. Lol. Okay. That's that. Honestly, like, I swear he does it on purpose sometimes, so he has some use. And I swear he shuts the jars extra tight, because I can't open jars for shit. And I swear he closes them extra tight just so I have to go and ask him to open things. But here we are. Some beautifully boiled and peeled eggs. These will go in the braise at the end. Yeah. Once I get this egg done, that's basically done for dinner prep, so then I will move on to my cheese. To show you guys my cheese haul. I gifted one of the blocks of cheese that we bought, so I've only got 2 blocks of cheese, but we did buy 3, which is delightful. I feel like, you know, there's something satisfying about buying like large blocks of cheese, and you know, and you don't feel guilty about it. Because I was like, it's for Japan. I'm allowed to buy lots of cheese. The lady at the cashier, the checkout, was like, this woman be crazy. I literally had 3 blocks of 550 gram cheeses. So I was like, I think it was like 1.6 kilos of cheese in one go. It was some looks, not gonna lie, but girl's gotta get her cheese. the cheese here is so expensive in Japan because like obviously like there's some like fresh cheese that gets made here, but most cheeses are imported, so it's just, you know, super expensive. Especially like they sell like, you know, like tiny slivers, like maybe like 100-gram slivers for like, I don't know, the equivalent of $5-6, which to me is ridiculous for cheese because we can buy like the 500-gram block of cheese for that much. So like I've been refusing to buy like good cheese in Japan. Like you can get like the melty shreddy cheese for cheap, but that's, you know, not the same. I fully broke this egg, so that's gonna just be a little side egg. Got a little pile of egg. And then just do my bins. Oh, walking chaos wherever I go. Oh my god. Some of those things just make it into the bin and not on my counter. That would be great, thank you. Right. Pop that there. That gets put into recycling. That's a little waste bin. You've stopped bubbling now. I just want you to be on like a little steady little bubblage. Right, time for some cheese. Yeah, it's one of those things, isn't it? If you don't realize, well, for me anyway, it was like I didn't realize how good the cheese, well, how nice the cheese was until I didn't get to have it anymore. So, time for the cheese reveal. Cheese reveal. Oh. Ta-da! The cheese. Got 2 brands of cheese. These are 2 like big brands of cheese in the UK. We've got Cathedral City, and we've got Pilgrim's Choice, and basically, yeah, those are the 2 big brands of cheese. And my husband absolutely adores the extra mature, so a little bit funky. Oh my goodness, cheese is spenny. Like the vegan stuff is getting there. I feel like compared to like 10 years ago, the vegan stuff is getting much better. I hear it's like convincingly cheese nowadays. And then yeah, so we've got extra mature in both brands. So what I'm gonna do, I realize I don't actually have any like Ziploc bags. I'm gonna wrap them up in cling film first, and then shove them in like a little baggie to contain them all. So yeah, let me grab a chopping block. A knife. I am gonna be extra sanitary because these cheeses are precious. Just gonna give that knife a little wipe. Give it a little sandy san. That's just some alcohol spray, so we can keep everything as clean as possible. I just realized my most recent follower is called Cheese Princes, like on my like pop down thing. Right, this is very exciting. I should probably I'm just gonna eyeball it. I just want to basically have also like these cheese bags always come with a little like zippy seal situation, and they never work. I don't know why they even bother, because like you get like 1 like micron of cheese in the like zippy bit, and it's like unusable. I don't know. They need to up their like zippy bag game, because like, oh geez. Big cheese. Yum. Smells extra mature. Alright, I'm gonna do like roughly 100-gram blocks, so I'm gonna do like fifths on the cheese. 1, 2. I feel like I'm guesstimating horribly because some slices are gonna be so much bigger than the others. 3. 4. Beautiful. Right. Soup, because this is extra mature, it's super crumbly. Like, I reckon like regular mature is like usually what people would consider like the sweet spot for cheddar cheese, but obviously the husband is a fan of the funky stuff, so we're just gonna go and lay some cling film down. I will use chopsticks just to kind of avoid food contact. Not that at this point cheese is a fundamental thing, so like I'm breathing all over it anyway, like that it really matters, but I'm gonna say I tried. Bloop. 1 block of cheese. Wrapped up. Voila. Yeah, well, such is the life, isn't it? Watching other people do stuff. Block number 2. Oh. Australia must be good for cheeses. In general, I know that you can't really have the dairy kind, but in general, must be a variation of cheese, variety of cheese available to you. Obviously, the UK is known for its cheddar, so I'm not gonna really. Crumbles can be cheese tax for the chef. Right, we have almost a whole bar of cheese. Oh, you broke off a bit. Let me shove that back on. Right, we have 1 tower of cheese. Let me just quickly label this, because what's the point of getting 2 different types of cheese if you can't tell which one's which? So I'm just gonna put them in a little extra baggie. Hello! Yeah, you have just arrived in time for cheese. Oh, you can't even see cheese tower. I've just completed cheese tower number 1. Here we go. That's what just over half a kilo of cheese looks like. What? So this is, let's write this down before I forget. This was Cathedral City. Cathedral City. Extra mature. Not that I need to write that because both of the cheeses are extra mature. Just dry that for a second. Yes, this is my cheese heist. Spoils of my cheese heist. Yeah. Does, doesn't it? Right. One baggie. That can neatly be summoned into the freezer. I should probably leave one out, but also like I can't be bothered. I'm just gonna haven't really thought this through how I'm gonna do this. I should probably like squeeze the air out of this. Oh, almost touched the chicken. It did not, thankfully. Just gonna tie that into a undoable knot so I can actually get it out again. Right, we have one baggie of cheese. Not for dinner. This one's a braised chicken, so I don't think it really needs the cheese. I've got the cheese crumbles for snacking on, so I'm just gonna nibble on that for taste for now. Right, so cheese stack for the chef. Yum. Oh my god, I missed it so much. Something about it's a good crumbly cheddar. I think like it's so nice because the stuff they serve at restaurants and stuff aren't usually extra mature. So that's just perks of buying it yourself, to be honest. Yum. Right, on to the next one. Pilgrim's Choice. The other brand. We usually buy Cathedral City, but this was also available to us, so I thought, you know what, let's give it a go, see what the difference is. It smells not that different, to be honest. A bit fruitier, I'm gonna say. I could just be talking absolutely out of my ass, but that's my first impressions anyway. Gonna go into 5s for the Pilgrim's Choice as well. It's a lot less crumbly, I feel, than Cathedral City. I feel like that was a lot like butterier when I just cut into it. But again, what am I to say? I'm not a cheese connoisseur. I just am an aficionado of cheese. Just gonna piece that back. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. So yeah, we're gonna do a little stack of cheese over here as well. I don't know why I didn't cut them all first. Let me cut them all first and then oh, squish that over. Oh, I lied. This one it's crumblier in the middle. So maybe I was just mistaken. Extra mature is great because like it's kind of so I say so far gone. Like I say that in the best of ways. It's been so mature that it like starts forming like salt crystals on the inside of the cheese. And honestly, that's how you know it's good cheese. You get like crunchy salt crystals inside the cheese because it's been hanging out for that long. So I feel like that's the difference between extra mature and mature cheddar, in my opinion. Like extra mature is got crunchy salty bits on the inside. Let me have a taste. Let's have a side-by-side taste. Pilgrim's Choice. I just can feel the salt crunch. Yeah, you know what? I was not mistaken when I said it feels fruitier. Let me wrap this up and then give my verdict on Cathedral. This is Cathedral, which is the one we cut earlier. It is different. That one is like cheese. Like, it's milky. It's still got that salty crunch from the extra matureness. Like, Cathedral City tastes like cheddar cheese that's been matured, whereas Pilgrim's Choice is a little bit fruity, floralier. So I don't know, maybe it's like a difference in, I don't know, there's a difference in cow's milk, like what the cows are fed, like what makes a cheese different tasting? Oh god, cheese tower is falling. But yeah, no, it does taste distinctly different. That is so cool. I mean, you don't really get a chance to taste comparison, the same cheese so often, so that's quite nice. Right, let's add that to the tower. Grab another Maggie. Let's go. This one is Pilgrim's Choice. Where's my pen gone? Under the rubble. Put it down the bottom so you can actually read it. Pilgrim's Choice. Dry the bag. Yeah. No, it's definitely a distinct difference in the cheese. Let me... Yeah, no, Pilgrim's definitely has like a more like floral note to it. Floral, fruity note. Whereas Cathedral is definitely more like classic cheese, much more milky tasting. Right, in we go. A little box of cheese. A little ducks in a row, little cheese brick. Oh, I love fruit and cheese. I love having like grapes and cheese. I literally made like a burrata and peach pasta the other day. So that was a cold pasta, which I like ate at a restaurant, and I was like, I gotta do that at home. So there we go. Fucking block of cheese. But no, love the classic grapes and cheese situation. Right, let's bin these guys. Let's actually bin this in the food bin so we have less cheese contamination. Right, how's our little chickeny braised going over here? Yeah, I can imagine. Like, love me like a pork and apple and cheddar situation. It's not really reduced a whole lot, so. It's very like, it's giving teriyaki, like teriyaki with a twist, I feel. I really want this to braise a bit more though. It's quite like liquidy still, so I wanna have that go a little bit more vigorously. Just so I want it a bit thicker. I'm glad I reduced the water a bit because the recipe initially called for like an extra half cup of water, and I was like, I don't think it needs that. Mmm. Yum yum. I think it definitely needs a bit of like spice. So I don't know whether I'll go for oh, just spilled that everywhere. I don't know whether I'll go for like black pepper spice or whether I like shove a dry chili in there. I mean, chicken teriyaki. To be fair, I don't think I've actually made chicken teriyaki before. I feel like it's just one of those things like the stereotypical Japanese dish at a restaurant is always like teriyaki flavored. So I'm never like cooking teriyaki at home. Right. I'm gonna do a dangerous thing, and I'm gonna put the cheese in the same bowl. I'm just gonna do halves of these cheese, and then we can test our palates. It's kind of all mixed. The crumbles are all mixed together anyway from the board. Right. Cheese crumbles. Cheese crumbles. Deliciously cheesy crumbles. Right. Can go in there. This bit is clean. Put it back. Now, husband is currently at personal training at the gym, so he'll be back in about 15-20 minutes. So just gonna let this bubble away. I feel like I'm gonna overcook the chicken if I bubble this too hard, so I might pull out the chicken and give the sauce a little like go on its own, because if I cook the chicken for the whole 15-20 minutes, it's gonna be some overcooked chicken. I'm just gonna, why am I using this tiny spoon? Use tongs. Just gonna pull the chicken out for a minute, just so the sauce gets its own little braising time. I feel like that is a wise thing to do. The chicken had a bit of flour coating it, so there should be enough like body in the sauce for it to thicken up a bit more. And here you go. Let's give it a little, let that go on its own, just so sacrificial tiny chicken pieces. Let that go on its own. I feel like it definitely needs oh, absolutely. I don't know, I feel like teriyaki is just always a bit generic tasting, so I never go for it. But this is quite a nice twist, like because I'm using like the plum syrup as a base, it's got that kind of fruitiness underneath, which is quite lovely. Oh, we did that. Better. You know what? I'm gonna play the danger game and put some chili in, because I feel like it's not hitting the spot for me. So I'm just gonna chuck a whole dry chili in. I'm gonna pull it out at the end. YOLO, living life on the edge. Yeah, my husband's go-to at a Japanese restaurant is always yaki udon. He loves an udon. He's not very into like brothy dishes, so fried udon just hits the spot for that. Submerge chili for a sec so it actually like rehydrates rather than just floating at the top. It's waterboard. The chili in the sauce. Yeah, that's really it for dinner. There's not much to it. It was a really simple dish. Like majority of it was just me cutting cheese, to be honest. But that's fine. That's what we're here for. Cheesy shenanigans. My trip to Vietnam was very quick as well. To be fair, I was sorting some stuff in our childhood home, with my family because we're kind of fully moving over to Japan now. So we were doing a little bit of sourcing there, but managed to get a few bits of shopping in. So I'm very excited. Tomorrow, maybe day after. Actually, day after. Tomorrow we're going out for dinner with a friend. I bought back some of these like sauce packets from Vietnam. Which some of the best like beef stew like in the world, bok pho, which is, it just means stewed beef. But I don't know what they put in this stuff. So if I could probably read what's in this stuff, but it's just like the spices that's in it, so good. I don't know if you guys have Vietnamese restaurants where you are and ever had Vietnamese beef stew, but so good. I like have been missing it so much since like not being in Vietnam. So I like managed to find some in the supermarket. So I'm very excited to do that. I also managed to get some like stock cubes, but like different Vietnamese spices. So we've got a chicken pho stock cube. Got a bun riu, which is like a crab soup. And then we've got hủ tiếu Nam Vang, which is a Cambodian style hủ tiếu, which is a rice noodle. But yeah, they're all slightly different. But like when I saw these in the supermarket, I was like, yes, Lizu, that's exactly what I want. Like, because like you can buy like, you know, instant noodle type things where it's like, you know, packaged stuff. But like, I don't want that. I want to be able to like do my own stuff and mess about with it, you know. But like, give me all the spices pre-done because I can't be bothered trying to find all the spices. Hello, yes, chicken. Well, there's currently no chicken in here. I'm just tasting the sauce. The chicken is currently in a side bowl because the liquid wasn't braising fast enough and it wasn't going thick and nice. So I've pulled out the chicken just so the sauce can have its own bit of time to figure out what it wants to be. I'm going to sauce it a bit more though because it's still a bit light. I am too. Well, to be fair, I'm in both two minds. Like my stomach is hungry, but my brain is like, please, let's go to sleep. I am so jet lagged right now. I cannot. My brain hurts very much from the lack of sleep. However, if I can stay awake till like 9, I'll call that a win. You know what? I think this is basically done. I don't think I should really take this too far because then there's going to be no sauce left. You missed the cheese bricks. To be fair, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I started putting my my stream VODs onto YouTube now, so you can rewatch the shenanigans if anybody so desires. I don't know who would, but they're there. I'm just putting them all there for keepsake purposes, to be honest, not for any other particular reason. But I've started a YouTube channel now, kind of. I'm just putting all the stream VODs over there. Right, let's turn that down. Let's add the chicken back in. Oh, I feel like that's going to be dangerous. Oh, slowly does it. It's better. Much more glazy now. Just give you all a little coaty coat. You're always wide awake at 5 a.m. though. This is your usual. I am a 8 hours of sleep a night kind of a girly, so I'm doing bits. I'm currently on like functioning on 4 hours of sleep, so I'm just powering through, man. Like, I was talking to my husband about this because my husband is also like should be very dead, but also like he's not a great sleeper either, so he's just kind of like, oh, this is how I usually feel, so it's kind of like, but I'm just here like completely dying because I'm not used to it, because I'm just a weakling like that. Oh, I don't know if anybody noticed I got my hair dyed. Okay, that's a horrible, horrible view. Nope, that's still not showing anything. Still not showing anything. Oh, I don't know if you can see, but it's pink and green. Nice and Halloweeny. Let's try and get it in the light without getting it in the chicken, shall we? That was one of my quick stop appointments back in the UK. Met up with my hairdresser. She's the only person who's touched my hair since, well, dyed my hair in the last like 10 years or so. Literally, I went back to the UK and I was like, hey, do you have any appointments? And there's like very specific time period. And she's like, yeah, let's do it. And I was like, showed up from Japan. She's like, furthest client, like probably ever. Furthest a client has ever traveled to get her hair done by her. Right. I'm just gonna nestle our eggs in here now. This is basically done. This is just gonna hang out until my husband gets back. Yep, like clockwork, he's just messaged me. Oh, safe. Just gonna shove them around the edges so they don't cook anymore. There's nothing worse than overcooked eggs. These guys are just gonna hang out around the edges. And yeah, to be fair, I think that will be the end of the stream, to be honest. There's not much else to show. I will probably stream next on Thursday. We're out with friends tomorrow, so probably won't be cooking then. But on Thursday, I'll be streaming some, I think I'm going to use the beef stew packet. But I'm probably going to go off piece, not actually make a beef stew. I'm going to probably make a chili, because I have some beans to use up and I really feel like making a chili and not a stew. So I'm gonna just completely botch a traditional Vietnamese dish and make whatever I want, really. So yeah, thanks for joining. I know it's very short. You know what, actually there's three more minutes left to make it to the hour, so I'll do that. I'll hang out for a bit longer. So yeah, this is my little tube there. What I should do is put some greens in. This kind of a thing I feel green beans will go really well with, so I'm just gonna shove the chicken to the side and pop some green beans in. Just to frozen veg ASMR. Oh, good thing I just cleaned that. More beans. Oh my goodness. Another one. So easy to use, but they are so I'm trying to keep it away from the mic, but this mic is picking up everything, I'm sure. Oh, that'll do. Health isn't that important, right? Here we go. Let's turn it up a little bit now. Let's get the beans re-nestled. Chicken can come up a bit more. Have plenty of time to cook. Just shoving everything into the pot really, because I can't be bothered making any more dishes than I really need. So beans are getting submerged down the side. and by the time the husband gets back, I'm sure that will be about done. Just gonna get some rice. Me and my magical frozen rice container. That's gonna go in for like 5 minutes, which should be about right for when he gets back. But anyway, that is basically me done for the actual dinnering part, so I shall say my goodbyes now. And I need to just tidy up the table a bit because there is absolutely no room to eat right now. So thank you so much for joining tonight. It's good to be back and cooking again, because literally I've not been cooking for the last like 2 weeks or so. So I'm very happy to be back in the kitchen and sharing stuff. But yeah, I shall see you in like 2 nights probably. Thank you, bye!